Hello fans, welcome back. Off screen. Gwen is poised to make her re-entry into the world of Days of Our Lives, and her timing couldn't be more dramatic. The official word from Soap Opera Digest confirms that her first episode back will air on July 7th. And let's just say, she's not coming back quietly. Gwen has always been a polarizing figure. Fierce, manipulative, passionate, and unpredictable. She's left a trail of broken relationships and unanswered questions behind her. But this return is different. Because Gwen isn't just coming back to Salem. She's coming back changed. And perhaps for some more dangerous than ever. Gwen's lavish transformation. From scandal to sophistication while Gwen's absence was originally brushed off due to the sudden exit of her lookalike counterpart Teresa, who was last seen hastily leaving town to tend to her ailing mother in California. Gwen's reappearance isn't just a casting switch. It's a rebirth. During her time away, Gwen has been living a life most in Salem only dream of. With a hefty sum of money secured from her past involvement with Dimitri von Leuschner, Gwen has been traveling the globe. But these weren't your run-of-the-mill vacations. We're talking luxurious experiences, private islands, top-tier European resorts, Michelin-star dining, exclusive art auctions. Gwen immersed herself in the elite corners of the world, refining her tastes, sharpening her instincts, and most importantly, gaining a new sense of self-worth that's as seductive as it is dangerous. When Gwen returns to Salem, she won't be the same fiery, occasionally desperate woman viewers once knew. No, she's transformed. Her wardrobe? Sleek and expensive. Her demeanor? Calm, confident, and calculating. She's a woman who knows what she wants now and perhaps more disturbingly knows exactly how to get it. Power and influence, Gwen buys her way back into Salem's society. Money, they say, changes everything. And for Gwen, it has changed not only her lifestyle but her approach to life in general. No longer reliant on manipulation alone, she now possesses the financial muscle to enforce her will. When problems arise, be it business disputes, romantic rivals, or potential blackmailers, Gwen doesn't flinch. She simply opens her checkbook and writes the issue away. This newfound power is going to shift the dynamics in Salem dramatically. Viewers can expect her to insert herself into high-stakes situations with a cool air of entitlement. She'll be crashing social events, influencing city decisions, buying into local businesses, and making it clear that she's not just back. She's here to dominate. But will this power corrupt her further? Or has Gwen learned from her past missteps? Old friendships, new schemes. Gwen and Leo stir the pot. One person who certainly won't mind Gwen's dramatic return is Leo. The two troublemakers share a bond that transcends the usual Salem friendships. It's a bond forged in scandal, humor, and unfiltered honesty. And now that Gwen is back in town, it won't take long before she and Leo are causing all sorts of mayhem once again. Together, they've always had a knack for mischief. But with Gwen's newfound fortune backing their antics, the scale of their schemes is about to hit a whole new level. From crashing exclusive parties to blackmailing the elite, their antics could be both hilarious and disastrous. However, not everyone will be pleased with their reunion. Javi, who has kept a cautious eye on Leo in the past, will likely grow uneasy. He's seen what Gwen is capable of, and he's not convinced she's changed for the better. Javi's concern for Leo may lead him to confront both Gwen and Leo, which could ignite a tense triangle of trust, betrayal, and protective loyalty. Emotional repercussions. Will Gwen's return reignite old flames or burn bridges? Gwen's past romantic entanglements still linger in Salem, and her sudden return could reopen old wounds. Her history is marred with heartbreak, betrayal, and misunderstood intentions. Now that she's returned more poised and affluent than ever, those who once dismissed or betrayed her may find themselves drawn to her again or threatened by her presence. It's unclear whether Gwen will seek revenge, forgiveness, or something in between. What is clear is that she holds the cards this time. With her confidence at an all-time high and resources to match, she could easily manipulate situations to her benefit, especially in matters of love and loyalty. Don't be surprised if old flames reawaken, jealousies flare, and rivalries reignite as Gwen inserts herself into emotionally charged territory. And don't count her out in the political or corporate game either. Her time traveling wasn't just for relaxation. She's learned how power operates on a global scale, and she's ready to apply those lessons in Salem. A storm is coming, Gwen's future in Salem. As Gwen steps back into the spotlight, fans should prepare for a thrilling storyline that stretches across relationships, wealth, manipulation, and emotional turmoil. Will she rebuild old bridges or burn them for good? Will Salem fall under her spell or resist her attempts at control? The writers have made it clear. Gwen's reintroduction will not be fleeting. She's going to be at the center of major plot lines, and her every move will send shockwaves through Salem. Whether she's a heroine in the making or a villainess cloaked in sophistication remains to be seen. But one thing is certain. Her presence will be impossible to ignore. So buckle up. July 7th marks the beginning of a brand new chapter. Not just for Gwen, but for all of Days of Our Lives. The woman who once clawed her way through chaos has returned stronger, smarter, and richer than ever. And this time, she's playing to win. Stay tuned for more updates as the drama unfolds. Because with Gwen back in town, nothing in Salem will ever be the same again. Next, big changes in Little Salem. 2 fan favorites take their bows while 4 bright young faces light up the screen. Salem never sleeps. And neither do the producers of Days of Our Lives. Just when longtime viewers have settled into a rhythm, someone slips out of town on a red-eye flight and a brand new face appears in the town square. The week of April 21st to 25th is shaping up to be one of those unique stretches that leaves loyal fans misty-eyed, wide-eyed, and glued to their recliners all at once. 2 powerhouse performers are set to wave goodbye, for now, while a quartet of pint-sized scene-stealers bursts back onto the canvas, ready to steal hearts and toss a little mischief into the mix. A fond farewell. For now, let's start with the bittersweet news. After a whirlwind handful of episodes that reminded everyone why they became household names in the first place, Sammy Brady and Vivien are packing their bags. Sammy, forever the hurricane who blows through town stirring every pot on the stove, has decided that mischief on the West Coast sounds more appealing than Salem's brand of chaos. For the moment, at least. She boards her plane with that trademark grin, already plotting her next return the way only Sammy can. Vivien, meanwhile, departs with a satisfied smirk, convinced she has planted just enough seeds of turmoil to keep her enemies squirming for months. Watching the Grande Dame glide through the airport metal detectors with one final, regal wave is like witnessing the closing curtain on a particularly juicy chapter of Salem history. One thing is certain. Wherever Vivien lands, trouble and a designer handbag will land with her. Enter the new Rachel. Smart, spirited, and a touch dangerous now for the fresh faces or, in one case, a familiar face with a brand new sparkle. Alice Halsey makes her debut on April 24th as the newly aged Rachel Black, daughter of Brady Black and Kristen and. It's a bold recast. Rachel has always been bright, but with Alice in the role she gains an extra glint of mischief that practically leaps off the screen. Think precocious science fair champion who also knows precisely how to manipulate every adult in a 10-foot radius. Her first big outing? A charity street fair designed to boost the hospital's coffers. Balloons, funnel cakes, face paint, and, because this is Salem, more simmering tension per square inch than most towns pack into a whole summer. Rachel spots opportunity everywhere, an abandoned raffle table, a distracted vendor, and a shiny mayoral campaign poster she'd love to improve with glitter glue. Viewers who remember her baby blanket days may find themselves blinking away a tear at how quickly little ones grow up even when growing up in soap time happens overnight. Double trouble, Thomas and Charlotte return. Rachel won't be the only junior DiMera prowling the Midway. Thomas and Charlotte DiMera pop up on April 23rd and 24th, eager to trade mansion corridors for carnival games. Thomas, armed with an overinflated sense of confidence, aims to dethrone the reigning ring toss champion. Charlotte, more observant than chatty, clocks every whispered adult argument with the shrewd gaze of a future detective. Their enthusiasm is contagious and their father Chad DiMera can't help but beam until he turns and finds Kat Green laughing with his children as if she's known them since preschool. The sight stabs straight through Chad's carefully mended heart. Abigail's memory lingers in every cotton candy-scented breeze. One unexpected giggle from his kids in a stranger's arms reopens the question Chad dreads. Is it even possible to move on? Kat herself feels the tremor. She knows her past mistakes could fill the town library's reference section. Yet for one unguarded moment she simply enjoys being silly with 2 delighted children. Later, when Chad thanks her, he stumbles over the words, torn between guilt and longing. Their almost touch of hands near the dunk tank is enough to send half the audience scrambling for tissues. Kristen and Susan, two faces, one actress, twice the chaos while the youngsters steal the spotlight outside. Kristen DiMera and Susan Banks will dominate the hospital corridors inside. And yes, both are played once again by the ever-busy Stacey Hayduk. In one scene she's Kristen, pacing with barely concealed rage over recent corporate betrayals. In the next she's Susan, sweeping into EJ's hospital room with her purse full of Elvis trinkets and homespun wisdom. Susan's arrival is a balm to EJ's bruised ego and singed reputation. Her off-key humming and gentle pats on the cheek remind him that family, however eccentric, can be the strongest medicine. Kristen, on the other hand, has no time for tender reunions. She's crafting a payback plan so intricate that the writers practically needed a flowchart. Her target? Anyone who dared seize DiMera assets while she was occupied by the police. Her most cutting glare is reserved for Xander Kyriakis, whom she vows to reduce to rubble, verbally, financially, perhaps even romantically, before the month is out. A surprise appearance by Rex Brady just when viewers settle into the comfort of returning favorites. Rex Brady strolls back into the picture. Rex has always been Salem's resident Rolling Stone. He claims he's only in town to conduct a surgical consultation and share a meal with his parents. But experienced fans know a Brady never returns without tripping over a complication or three. A lingering glance at an old flame in the diner booths? A suspicious phone call he answers in hushed tones by the pier? The possibilities are endless, and Rex's brief visit could ripple for weeks. Looking ahead, Ariana Horton comes of age peering a bit further down the calendar. Late May brings the debut of Marissa Reyes as a teenage Ariana Horton. Gabby Hernandez has longed for her daughter's return with the ferocity only a mother can muster. Ariana once toddled across the screen clutching plush toys. Soon she'll stride into Salem High's hallway wearing earbuds and an attitude. Gabby's joyous tears at the moment of reunion may dry quickly when she realizes teenagers have secrets. Some harmless, others explosive enough to blow half the town off its foundation. Why these moves matter. Soap comings and goings are more than mere casting updates. They are the lifeblood that lets long-running stories breathe. Each exit creates a vacuum that forces remaining characters to change direction. Each arrival is a stone tossed into the narrative pond, sending ripples that intersect in ways nobody predicts. Sammy's departure leaves a gossip-shaped hole. Who will expose hidden affairs now? Vivien's exit might lull rivals into lowering their guard. Right when Kristen's vendetta demands they remain vigilant. The new Rachel, brimming with cunning, could accidentally uncover one of Mommy's plans, while Thomas and Charlotte may inspire Chad to take the risk of loving again. Rex's brief stint could save a life in the operating room, or ruin a love life in the bedroom. And young Ariana's budding independence might push Gabby to confront the cost of every schemed shortcut she ever took. Final thoughts for our loyal viewers. If you have watched Days of Our Lives since black and white broadcasts, you know the thrill of seeing generations grow before your eyes. This particular shuffle, two salt-of-the-earth veterans out, for energetic newcomers in honors that tradition. It reminds us that life, like daytime drama, keeps rolling forward whether we are ready or not. So mark your calendars, pour yourself a comforting cup of tea, and settle into your favorite chair. The week of April 21st to 25th promises laughter, tears, a few jaw-dropping revelations, and the gentle tug of nostalgia. Salem's streets are busier than ever, and every corner hides a new story waiting to unfold. Don't miss a single minute, because in this town, the second you look away, someone changes the locks, steals the company, or, if you're one of the lucky little ones, wins the biggest stuffed panda at the fair.